What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna talk about good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, morning. Running late as usual. We just moved to Newport, so it's a little bit different. Atlantic Beach, it was 10 minutes to work. Now it's about 20, 15. So it's a little adjustment, but not a big one. God, I need to shave. I need a haircut. All right, today is our accessory day at the gym. So we'll just be doing traps, forearms, abs, lower back, rotator cuff stuff. A lot of people will cut this stuff out of their routine, but it's one of the most important days that you can have, strengthening your core and strengthen your accessory muscles. But today I want to talk to you about why you shouldn't do the FAD diet. Okay. So we've all heard of the keto diet, the Atkins diet, the South Beach diet, the Mediterranean diet. You know, they're all fad diets. You've heard of the shake diet, where you're just drinking shakes. You heard the new fad is called a cleanse, where you cleanse all the toxins out of your body. You know, of course, you got vegan, organic, grass-fed, all these kinds of fad diets. But if you're talking about optimal health, or counting your macros, when you're talking about optimal health, you know, nutritionists have come up with a food pyramid, basically showing you what you should be eating every day. And honestly, some people don't even agree with the food pyramid because of dairy. They don't believe that people should be eating other animals' milk. That we're the only animal that drinks another animal's milk. The truth is, the body adapts to whatever food is available to the individual. Okay? So, you go back in history through genetics and where your family's from, and you know, you can basically kind of pinpoint what your family lived off of. You know, I'm Irish, and I respond very well to a potato. Red potatoes, what they call Idaho potatoes, you know, sweet potatoes. I don't respond well to brown rice at all. My brown rice tears my stomach up. So if you're trying to lose weight, it is a simple game of calories in versus calories out. And I was telling a guy I worked with a while back, probably last year, you know, if you want to lose weight, you eat less and move more. And you know, that's a simple formula. So honestly, you know, most people have a good idea of what good nutrition is. They know they need to eat a protein. They know they need to eat a vegetable. And they know they need to eat fruit. You know, for people that are lactose intolerant, of course, you want to avoid dairy. They have great alternatives to dairy now, but they are not, in my opinion, they're not better than dairy. But I'm not telling you to go eat and drink milk if you have a sensitivity to dairy. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm telling you. The real problem is the overuse of dairy in your diet, or because dairy is high in fat, which was good when we didn't have very much food, right? So you get enough calories to sustain your life through fat, especially during winter months, you know, when nothing was growing, no fruits, vegetables were growing. So dairy is very important. If you're a person of modest means, such as myself, dairy is very important to your diet to get your calories in. You know, you don't have a lot of money for food, dairy is a good choice. Dairy is a cheap choice. Okay? So basically, the reason you don't need to follow FAD diets is because they're not long-term sustainable. Okay? You want to start your nutrition plan making sure you have a vegetable, making sure you have a fruit to start with. You know what I'm saying? You always, you know, these are called micronutrient items. Okay? So they will keep you at optimal health. Okay? So you start your nutrition plan with making sure you have your vegetables and your fruit. So of course everybody's bunched up behind a cop. Flew up on him, and then all of a sudden, oh, we're gonna slow down. And also, I got gas for $2.45. It's still $2.23 in Moorhead. What an idiot I was. But So you start your diet off with fruit and vegetables. Okay. Then most meals, I prefer to do 4 meals and a snack. Okay. Now, a lot of people will tell you 5, 6 meals. Like, no normal person has time to do 6 meals in a day. You know, that's kind of I feel that is the supplement industry trying to give you a reason to have supplements, right? Tell you to eat 6 times a day. You don't need to eat 6 times a day. That's crazy. So 4 times a day and a snack is plenty of food. Okay. So you base that on a small portion of meat, usually the size of your hand or palm or whatever, as a general rule of thumb. Then you want half of that as a fat source, so half your palm. And then, you know, they say most people, you know, would do 2 handfuls of a carbohydrate, which includes your vegetables. So you'd have a starchy carb and a fibrous carb type deal. And honestly, guys, if you follow this forever, you're going to be in the most optimal health. Now, if you have 1 soda a day or 1 drink that's not water a day, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? I have been in the nursing home with people 102 years old, and they drink a soda every day their entire life. The problem is when you start drinking 2 whole liters of soda, which is what I would do, or a whole gallon of sweet tea, which is what I would do. You know, this is honestly, and say you drink a 500 calorie cup of coffee, like, that stuff's insane, you know. And you know, our society has gotten where it's like that. You know, they didn't have the diet soda or diet 0 calorie drinks, you know, when I was a kid. They didn't have all that stuff like they do now. You know, so we were drinking a gallon of sweet tea. We were drinking 2 liters of soda. You know, insanity. So you definitely want to avoid doing that. You know, if you have 1 soda a day, that's fine. You have 1, you know, 6-ounce cup of coffee with 2 scoops of sugar, you know, instead of a fourth of the cup of sugar, you know. But you don't need the fad diets. The fad diets don't work. You'll lose the weight and you'll gain it right back. You know, studies have shown that that's what people that have trouble with weight do. They lose the weight and then they gain it right back. Ran it. But that's what happens. People lose the weight and then they'll gain it right back. And they'll be like, oh, I don't understand what happened, blah, 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 you know. What happened is you didn't change your lifestyle to a healthier lifestyle. And so protein, fibrous vegetable, starch, and a fat. You know, sometimes your protein is your fat, you know. But there's nothing wrong with some Jell-O. There's nothing wrong with pudding. There's nothing wrong with a couple cookies after dinner. You know, the key is moderation on those items. You know, and if you can't be moderate on those items, then you cut those items out of your life. You know, I mean, that's just as simple as that. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think.